for the Wiener Shake Show, Wiener Shakers. To get involved, please call 302-RAW-DOM.
That's 302-729-3664. 302-769-3664.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go!
And now, pull down your pants and speakbox your gabagools.
Because we about to blow the lid off of this bitch.
It's the Wiener Shake Show. And now, here's Frank Wiener and Imran Sheikh.
Imran, are we ready for episode 19? Because we're into it, buddy.
Fucking big show.
This is
hey, you know what?
episode 19. Welcome to fucking episode 19. Take your dick out right now, Imran. Let me see that flaccid little ugly flaccid prick. Come on.
Hang on.
Get it out.
I gotta get it out of the truss. I need a special truss for it. You know who makes the truss? Lockheed Martin. Because my dick is infinite. Did you know my dick is measured in time, not in length?
Yeah, so's mine. Common man won't get your physics jokes. They won't get it. Yeah, we're appealing to the carpenter, the plumber, the gas station attendant, the toll taker, all jobs that don't exist anymore. You know,
coal miners.
We're
huge in Virginia.
Yeah,
huge.
They love our brand in Virginia. First of all, again, we'd like to welcome Hollow Spirit Studios to the Wiener Shake Show family. They are producers. They are taking us to the next level. You are going to hear improvements. You're going to see improvements. You're going to feel it in your nipples,
guts,
and probably
your
your ball sack will have that nice warm soft. Yeah. Don't you like when your balls are nice? And I don't want to gross out the ladies because we have a huge female listener base.
Huge. And your vaginas won't be dry anymore.
No
more of that.
Those days are get rid of the lube. Throw it out, ladies. Where are we? Rid of the lube? What the fuck? I got deja vu, by the way. I've been getting that a lot lately. And every time I get it, Tom Hanks says, "Oh, you're where you belong." And I got to tell you,
what?
Yeah, you're right where you're right where you belong. Where you're supposed to be is the take on deja vu.
No, the deja vu is just your mind skipping a beat, basically. It's your mind thinking, it's your mind glitching out and thinking that a short-term piece of memory, it doubles it, basically. It copies it. That's why you think you've been there before. You haven't been there before. It's not a pre-existing memory. It's just a memory that gets doubled in your processing of memories. It's a glitch. It has nothing to do with where you're supposed to be.
Do you know this for a fact?
Yeah, it's a medical thing.
I'm going to disagree with you, and for the first time in a long time, Imran, I feel that my purpose in this world and in life is back on where it should be, and I have not felt that in a very long time. Put it up for me. Thank you.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. And I think we ought to also touch on, I guess, our couples fight from last episode and the previous episodes. We've mended. Well, yeah. Well, if you continue on with your bullshit, we'll be right back where we started.
So it's my fault, is what you're saying? Okay, no,
well,
that's
yeah.
fine.
Look in the mirror. Fine. Look in the mirror. Look at who you really are.
Look in the mirror.
Sorry,
okay, there.
I've been around Tom Hanks too much. Tom Hanks is from Jersey.
Yeah, I know where she's from. We talk about it all the time. We're both from Jersey. What do you think we talk about for like 3/4 of the time?
Yeah, right.
Mira, I know she says Mira. I was just about to say that before you said
I love her.
yourself.
I love her accent. It drives me batty. Did I tell you that?
Did
you know that?
I'm used to it because I've talked to her so much.
Can you just let me have my relationship with Tom Hanks without turning it into your predictable shtick? The only juice that you have squeezed from this is your impromptu conversation with her in the middle of a podcast. So hold on to that and let me open up and be vulnerable, which is not easy for me, about the love of my fucking life for 5 seconds. Please.
How am I stopping you?
Because
how am I stopping you?
You know how
you're
you're stopping me.
You say something, and as your sidekick, I buttress you up. I support you, and I say, yes, Greg, I know what you're talking about. I feel it too. Let me legitimize your feelings with my own example.
Your own feelings of my girlfriend?
who I talk to a lot on the phone. We're dare I say, we're good buds. We have I wouldn't say good buds. I would say we have a strong relationship is the term I would use.
I'm leaving space in between when you start and begin so I can cut it out because you just want to piss all over it because you're still fucking bitter.
I don't. I mean, I don't deny that I'm bitter. A jealous rage.
That's where it comes from. That's where it comes from. No. That's why you won't let me sit here and go on for at least like 15 seconds. I can't sit here and talk about how happy I am because you're going to sit here and oh yeah, I know your accent's good. We talk about it all the time.
No, it comes from the fact that we talk on the phone a lot. I mean, you think I'm making this up to like needle you or to show dominion over your beautiful relationship with her. That's not the case. I'm just being truthful.
You said we case. You don't
we
talk
what
to her
we
at all.
roll what we.
I'm not saying it because I get douche chills every time, but you know, if you want to roll organic, dipshit, you don't talk to her ever.
Douche flesh. It's called douche flesh.
You called me vulva cheese. I salute you for that.
If the skin folds fit, man.
I'm not gonna talk about Tom Hanks anymore because it's obvious you don't want to hear it. Imran, what was your last relationship?
Like long term?
Yeah. Well, who was this girl?
It is a girl who I have deep admiration and respect for.
Okay. How long were you together?
6 years.
6 years? Really?
Yeah, long time.
So through college or after college? Me
love her a long time. No, I'm not going to get into that because then you're going to extrapolate my age. I know what this is. This game is not about my
Imran, I know what your age is. So you want to answer the question? Get into it. You want to answer the question? 6 years?
It was good. It was an amazing relationship. I still think about it fondly, and truth be told, I still think about her. And you know, I may have made a mistake in letting her go.
Oh man, you spend far too much time looking back in the past instead of accepting your world as it is now, and that everything was meant to be, and that the mistakes you made were lessons that your higher self demanded you learn. Preach, Wiener. Get it. I'm taking us to church.
She's an amazing, phenomenal person, and suffice to say, I still think about her fondly.
Okay. Well, that was your way of getting out of saying anything interesting about the relationship.
All right, let me see. What was interesting? We used to talk about having kids, and we created imaginary kids that we would talk about. Like we would talk about having a daughter and how she would be very like very no nonsense or very serious, and how she would the girl, we got to give her a name, I guess. Let's call her Jane Doe, and we would say, you know, Jane Doe would say things like you know, I'm gonna tell her to like kick you in the shins and stuff like that. Just cute stuff, really endearing romantic stuff. And the greatest heartache I have ever felt in my entire life, and I still care, and I'm gonna get emotional about this, I know, but this is what you want, Wiener, so I'll give it to you. When I broke up with her, and which is why it carries with me. When we were breaking up, she texted me. We were in two separate rooms, and she texted me. We had a name for this girl that we would fantasize about having. Let's say her name is Jane Doe Jr. and Junior Ress, I guess. And she once texted me as we were breaking up. She said, Jane Doe Jr. Ress's photo is fading away, like in Back to the Future. When Marty's photo fades away. Oh my God, kills me to this day. That was real.
No, I know, I can tell. Thanks again for opening up. I'm not like looking for riveting podcast material. I'm just curious.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking, and I think about it because you know, I don't want to get into too much detail, but there is still a lot of genuine love. I still unabashedly say that I love her, but there were things going on in my life that I was not delivering on the relationship as well as I could have.
And that's why you ended it?
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I think, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Was she, and this is my last question, was she Pakistani?
No, she is Irish Catholic.
Irish?
No, I'm sorry, Irish Italian.
Irish Italian?
Literally half, yeah.
Tom Hanks is half Italian.
Okay, it's always about Tom. All right, come on. It's Tom Hanks' feature. Everybody listen around. Here's the Tom Hanks
Listen,
update.
yeah, everyone listen around. Not gather around. Listen around.
That's the jingle.
Yeah.
That's the jingle for the Tom Hanks update. All right, everybody. I guess we're doing this Tom Hanks thing. Gather around. Let's listen to the Tom Hanks update.
Did your parents like this girl?
I will say this. My mom, when she found out that I broke up with her, she was like, "Are you sure you wanted to do that?" And I was like, "I don't know." And she said, "Okay." She didn't say this, but she implied that like maybe you shouldn't have done that. Well, I mean, there's drama involved.
Yeah. Have you had a relationship since?
I'm gonna say no.
Huh.
I came close. I'm gonna say twice.
Violin girl being one of them?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. In fact, I'll be very honest here. Violinist girl, one of the reasons I got scared off was because I started feeling for violinist girl the way I felt for Jane Doe. And in my mind, that was like, well, this means I should just be with Jane Doe. I'm just seeking a carbon copy of Jane Doe. I should just be with Jane Doe. But now I think about it, maybe it wasn't a red flag so much as it was a sign of, violinist girl is good for you because she is as good as Jane Doe was, or she makes you feel the way Jane Doe did.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
You got a lot of personal stuff out of me, Wiener.
Listen.
I might tell you to cut it all at some point. I don't know.
Great. Why would I want to cut all that?
I don't know. I feel there's exposure there. I guess you know what it is. Honestly, I'm worried that violinist girl will hear it, and then she'll be like, "Oh man, I don't want damaged goods."
You got to be kidding me.
She listens to the show.
Okay. Two things. One, you said nothing in that should be cut. As the executive producer of the Wiener Shake Show, obviously you have final say over anything personal. We both have that agreement. Yeah, but the other thing I wanted to say is, like your sharing of you and your father's main discussion about sex as you went to school on your family camel, it was very touching and heartfelt. And I think that this is going to be part of what endears us to our audience, is us being, we can cut up and make fun of each other and make jokes and do characters. And Aunt Tom, I miss Aunt Tom so much. I think she needs her own show.
Cut up? What are we, a couple of cards? Couple of cards, those two. Cutting it up.
But I think that we should have a little balance in the show, and that balance is our open, honest vulnerability. And I'll be open and honest right now with you.
We've got a Tom Hanks update.
Well,
I know where this is going. I have a feeling I know where this is going. We haven't talked about this at all. I want to make that clear. This is purely new and genuine to me, but I have a feeling I think I know where this is going. Maybe the priesthood is no longer a viable option for Father Prospero. Go on.
Okay, she's my girlfriend.
She's your friend.
No. I'm being serious. I asked her officially to be my girlfriend. I said I was holding her in my arms. We had a scary movie on the TV, and I said, "How would you feel? How would you feel if I asked you to be my girlfriend?" And she turned bright red, and she hugged and kissed me, and she said, I can't believe you said it was so perfect and was really cute." And then I fucked the living shit out of her on her sofa. Right in her ass. I fucked her so hard that she cried out of fucking pure dick heaven. That was dick knife sex, baby. I said, "You're my girl," and then I fucked her 12 ways to Sunday, man. Bam.
Wait.
I'm just kidding. We didn't have sex yet. But she is my girlfriend.
First off.
What?
There's so many things to unpack.
Yeah.
First off, I don't even remember my original unpacking point. That's how flabbergasted I am. First off, this is entrapment. You lured her into becoming your girlfriend.
Hold on. Water went down the wrong pipe.
Yeah, I bet that's what it is. This is the truth. Remember how when that dude who killed those women on HBO, he would burp every time he got caught in a lie? This is Greg's tell when he's lying. He coughs.
No, I don't know what burp movie you're talking about on HBO, but anyway.
That rich guy who killed a bunch of ladies, and then they busted him because he went to the bathroom and his mic was still on, and he literally said, "I did it. They're gonna catch me. I did it."
Is that old guy?
Yeah.
Oh wow! No, I never got through that.
Well, spoiler alert.
I knew he did it. He went to jail, and didn't he hang for it? Didn't I hang him? Out by in front of the saloon, in between the whorehouse and the sheriff's depot.
I don't think they guillotined his head clean off.
How did I entrap Tom Hanks into being my girlfriend? What are you fucking talking about?
You make her watch a scary movie so she feels vulnerable and scared and frightened for her life.
I didn't
so she
make
clutches onto you. First, it's a way for you to get cheap cops off of her. So she clutches onto you like a scared little rabbit. And then in a frightened state, you drop this important big decision. Do you want to be my lady friend? And she has no choice but to say yes, because she's scared, she's frightened, she doesn't know where she is. And she has no choice but to say yes, because she's frightened for her life.
You forgot the original story that I just told you, and you're vamping until you can remember the actual details of what I said, aren't you?
No, you said you were watching a scary movie,
right?
And that you were holding and cuddling her because that's all you fucking do. And then you asked her during the movie, how would you feel if you were my girlfriend? And she turned bright red, which is a sign of her being like, shit, man, I'm so scared. The blood is vascularizing in her system.
She was blushing. She was smiling.
No, it was adrenaline pumping through her system because she was like, I got to get to safety. I got to get to safety.
She was in the safety of her living room, and she was safe. So, no.
With a 6'4" nose next to her.
Jesus Christ. I'm not 6'4". I know I carry myself like a tall, handsome, strapping young lad does, but I'm not 6'4".
He says this as he clutches his turkey waddle. I just want to be clear on one thing here. She cannot be your girlfriend until you do the horizontal tango with her. I'm sorry,
to
that's
who?
the rules.
You know how many girlfriends I had in elementary school who I didn't have sex with?
Yeah, you don't consider. That's a good thing, I think.
That's real good.
That's something to brag about. I think.
You're not serious when you say this. Obviously, people can wait until they get married to have sex if they choose to and still be in a functioning relationship. The rational part of you, the non-antagonistic, annoying devil side of you, obviously knows that this is true. Yes?
No, it's true. I mean, your girlfriend and boyfriend now, you're in a relationship.
I've told her I love her. She has said it back to me, although not right when I said it to her. And I did have a few sleepless nights where I felt vulnerable, naked, and scared. Okay. And a lot of my old wounds came back to haunt me. And I fought through it. I did not show that fear to her. And I made it through the rain.
Listen.
To that glorious moment at Studio 102. When she said it to me, Imran, I got to tell you, I have never felt the feelings I felt in my little ticker the way I felt when she said that to me.
Quite a feat to brag not only about your love life, but also your acting career in one anecdote.
You don't even know what Studio 102 is. It's a club. It's a radio station event for the beach. It's not acting at all.
101.5 The Rock.
Yeah. So,
listen.
What?
What I was saying is...
It's interesting that you missed the boat on the real discussion here, which was that she didn't say it back when I said it to her.
We're going to get to that. I just want to make clear that you're in a relationship that has not been physically consummated, and that's a normal thing. Mormons do it all the time, and they are the paragons of normalcy. So, yeah. Yeah, you're all good.
Great. Okay. Oh, good. Thank God. Imran says we're good, honey.
No, it's horseshit. You are not in a relationship until you bump uglies.
All right. You know what? I'm done with the charade. We had sex like a month ago.
No, you didn't. You're just saying.
We did, actually.
You're just saying that because you've been caught out. You've been caught out. And you realize that your relationship is a sham. I'm not trying to demean anything. I'm just calling it as it is. It's just physics. It's kind of a sham right now because you're playing house with each other, but you're not even playing the game. You opened up the board, and you're moving pieces around, but you're not rolling dice. You're not collecting 200 every time you go. You pass go. You're just sitting there with a board open.
Whenever you're done, I'll continue.
Also, this thing that she didn't respond to you, again, it just bolsters my argument that she agreed to be your girlfriend out of fear.
Okay. More shtick. I'm sitting here opening up about Tom Hanks, and out of jealousy and envy, he won't have a normal conversation with me.
Why do you think? How long did she wait? Like 3 days?
Let's see. No, it wasn't 3 days. It was a Monday night when I told her. I eventually heard on Saturday night. But here's the thing.
Shit.
Here's the thing.
That's a long time, my friend.
I knew she loved me.
Why did she wait 5 days?
Because I don't know. I didn't ask her, but she said to me when I said it to her, she's like, I think I love you, but I'm not sure. And I don't want to say it unless I'm definitely sure. I've almost said it by accident a few times. And I said, I didn't tell you for you to tell me. I just had to get it out and tell you at this moment.
She said she almost said it a few times by accident?
Mm-hmm. And so did I. And I was done. I was tired of what?
I almost said it accidentally to a violinist girl.
Did you?
More than once or twice, yeah. Almost said it.
Oof. Well,
I said it to Jane Doe on our third date. I also proposed marriage to her by accident on third date.
How do you propose marriage by accident?
We went to my favorite place in the world, most favorite place in the world.
Right.
And we were having lunch in this beautiful restaurant that's on the grounds
of the World Trade Memorial. God, that's a bad joke.
That was good. Yeah, we were sitting in the reflection pool in the middle of it. Police were trying to get us out. We were like, we're just trying to have lunch. Relax.
Camels are tied to the trees outside the. Yeah.
My 4-door camel was tied to the trees, and I go, "This is a lovely place." He's like, "Yeah, it's really lovely." And then I said, "Yeah, we should we should get married here." And I didn't realize I said that, I guess, because then I excused myself to go to the bathroom.
To shit?
To take a shit. And it was only like a year or two after we were talking about that. She was like, you remember you proposed to me by accident? I was like, what? She was like, you did. And then it jogged my memory. I was like, oh, my God, I did. I guess I blocked that out. And I was like, why didn't you say anything? She was like, because I knew you were being, you were being awkward, and you meant it a different way, obviously. And I didn't want you to feel embarrassed. Plus, also, you were excusing yourself to go to the bathroom as you said it. So, like,
No, you weren't. Were you really?
I really was. This is 100% factual. Yeah.
Yeah. You're just going to flick that booger off, huh? I'm just going to pick that booger and then flick it off, hoping I didn't see it.
This is the beauty of radio, of podcasting. I'm sitting here in my PJs, man, with my Coke bottles on, not having shaved, straight picking my boogs out of my schnoz, and still giving world-class entertainment.
So you really said that? You dropped that line and you said, excuse me, I'm going to go to the bathroom. We should get married here. I got to go shit.
Correct.
Did you really have an IBS event on that date?
No, I just had to pee. But then what was interesting is the bathroom had a rat sculpture with giant balls. And I took a photo of it and I showed her and she loved it and giggled. And I was like, oh, yeah, I like this chick. I mean, I took her there because I was madly in love with her, obviously. I don't take anyone there who I don't like.
You took the violinist there, too, didn't you? That's the Sculpture Museum or something, right? Sculpture Garden?
Did not have a chance to. In fact, that's what I referred to in the essay, that when I was going to come back from Florida, I wanted to take her there.
Right.
And it came off as a creepy way of me wanting to slaughter her or something, I guess, because the way I worded it was not exactly romantic. It was more like, I want to take you to my favorite place in the world. It's a bitch to get to, but I want to take you there.
I don't think you came off as a stalker, murderer. I think you do that. You do that naturally. Just wow, you didn't get enough. You didn't get that whole booger, did you? You're going back in for another round.
I would love, and this is a little what's the word? Pandering a little bit, I guess. But I would love for someone who has an objective point of view to listen to the essay episode and tell me what about that would make you never want to speak to me again.
Okay, there's the challenge. The gauntlet has been laid down. It's episode 5, available where you're listening to this now. Apple Podcast, Laughable, TuneIn, Stitcher, Overcast, Zcast obviously is our host company and partners. So
Google Play Music.
Google Play.
I genuinely, and this isn't even me trying to get views on that episode. I really, or downloads, I guess. I genuinely would love to hear from someone and tell me where I went astray.
Okay. All right. Did we fully finish the Tom Hanks segment?
No, I think there's still more to be mined there because she waited 5 days because she wasn't sure. She was being on. I respect that. She was like, I don't want to just say it willy-nilly. Did you address, does that bother, and I'm not doing this to make it seem a problem, but did it bug you that it took her till Saturday to say? I mean, you mentioned sleepless nights.
I'll be honest. I Googled, I Googled, did I say I love you too early? And I did confer with my best friend, who's a girl, who I've known for like 30 years, and she put my mind to rest. You don't know her. Jesus, can you stop picking your nose while I'm talking about affairs of the heart? What are you doing with the boogers? I don't even see Kleenex around you. You're a vile fuck right now. God damn it, I hate dudes. Ugh, the smells in that room. Look at those glasses. Jesus Christ. You must have fucking muscles. They look like 5 fucking pounds, those things.
Each lens.
Each lens. I don't know if they look that thick.
Did you know Wolverine's claws, each claw is 1,000 pounds, apparently? Did you know this?
You know Wolverine's not real, right? You fucking nerd. You're talking about it like it's like a real. You know Wolverine? His claw is 1,000 pounds? No, it's not. It's a fucking costume. It's a fucking comic book that was turned into a movie. Hugh Jackman is a normal human being who sings and dances in musicals. Okay, that's your Wolverine.
Wolfman? Were you gonna call Wolverine Wolfman?
Fuck, I don't know.
Wolverine? But yeah,
I did need a little counsel. I never brought it up to Tom Hanks because. Why would I? She didn't do anything wrong, and it was my own. It was my own baggage that I had to process, and I've been very good at not shoving my baggage down Tom Hanks's throat. So,
we know you don't shove anything down her throat.
This podcast is supported by Zcast. Zcast.co is their web address. They are an app and website. They provide the platform that you're hearing this podcast on. They provide RSS feeds, server space, and links for sharing your podcast. We'd like to thank the folks over at Zcast for their incredible platform and for their constant and undying support of the Greg Wiener podcast. We love you, Zcast. Thank you so much for your hard work, and we look forward to forging a beautiful, professional, profitable, and maybe sexual, but not harassing sexual relationship with you. Thank you, Zcast.
Hey there, Wiener Shakers.
To connect with the Wiener Shake Show,
Text or call
302-RAW-DONG. That's 302-729-3669.
And now, back to Greg Wiener and Enron Shake.
And the Wiener Shake Show on the Greg Wiener Podcasting Network.
I mean, we're talking running out of skin erection.
Okay, well, you go.
Huh?
You're the captain of the ship now. What do you got?
I was going to talk about vaginas.
Fascinating. What are you going to talk about them?
Well, you know how they're funny looking. And they're really nice And sometimes you put things in them. Sometimes let's be frank, lick them. And sometimes you don't want anything to do with them because they bleed. And
so far, I'm cutting most of this, especially the bleeding part.
Oh,
Go ahead,
why, Greg?
Go ahead.
Oh, why? Do women gross you out, Greg? Typical white man.
You know, it's interesting. When I let you stand on your own 2 feet, they wobble like a brand new mare coming out of his mother's vag.
Mares are girl horses,
right?
So
who
you
give
can't
birth?
use his.
Who give birth to baby horses? So maybe I screwed up a pronoun, but the point is, when I take the leash off, of the little puppy, the brand new puppy, the puppy don't know where to go. Okay, so.
Typical male privilege. No. Oh, I screwed up pronouns. Who cares? See, Greg, I got your number, man.
You know, there's a certain undercurrent of jealousy pumping through you right now. And the reason I recognize it is because it's not the first time I've experienced this with friends. All of a sudden, I'm going to start hearing how lucky I am to have another job or have a girlfriend or have a few extra shekels in the bank this month.
Shekels?
I've dealt with it before, and it's just going to turn into hatred, and then you're going to be backstabbing me and talking about me behind my back to my friends and trying to get everyone against me. I've been here. There's people in the world that hate my guts, and it usually comes from jealousy. I don't know what they have to be jealous of. I mean, yeah, I'm funny, I'm handsome, people generally like me, and I have a podcast. And
inexplicably,
I have a great soundboard. I got a really good phone.
What?
I don't know.
What was that last?
I got a good.
Can we roll back a little bit? What? You got a really good phone? You brought up these lofty things. I'm happy. I'm content. I have a relationship. I'm living my dream life, working my career, and I have a nice phone. What? Those things don't. That's like saying I learned how to fly a plane. I learned how to fly helicopters inverted. I can write with a pencil. I learned how to drag race a Lamborghini. I'm sorry, back it up. You learned how to write with a pencil?
Yeah, it's called being funny, Imran, and unconsciously funny. Like when I called you Emron last episode, when I was trying to loving and feeling with you and vulnerable.
I don't know if that was so much an intentional funny moment as it was genuine Greg disrespect coming out. Again, not something you should apologize for.
Please.
I don't think it's something you should apologize for. I don't think you did anything wrong. You just mispronounced my name, which is, by some people, let's just say some people consider that a huge insult and hugely dehumanizing of someone when you mispronounce their name.
Dehumanizing. Wow, the stakes got really high all of a sudden again with you.
I'm just quoting other people. I love you. I respect you because I have to, otherwise I'll get fired. But I'm just saying what other people think.
Do you love me, Imran?
What? You were breaking up. Can you say that again?
Do you love me, Imran? Do you love Greg Wiener?
Coming up on 101.5, we got tickets to see Cyndi Lauper at 1 o'clock. Call in now. Listen. Listen.
Yeah.
I wish that shtick worked more.
Can I just talk about that shtick? I don't care if you love me or not. Obviously you don't. And I don't need your love.
I genuinely like you.
Yeah. I don't think I actually love you.
What?
I'm taking back my declaration of love to you.
Do you realize how fucked up that is, right?
I don't care. I have repeatedly opened up to you and been rejected. Maybe that's the anger coming. Maybe that's where the anger is coming from. I think it comes from your rejection of my affection and love.
That's horse shit.
No, it's not horse shit.
It is horse shit because it's horse hockey. Because it comes from a place of...
It is not horse hockey.
It's a boatload of horse hockey. If you took the moon and scraped out all the innards of the moon and dumped it onto the ocean and then took that and dumped it into Saturn, that's how much horse hockey we're talking about.
Jesus Christ.
Running out of steam.
You are, huh? You don't got any more juice left in you, huh?
No, I got juice. Listen. Yeah. Listen, here's the thing. You know where it's coming from? I'll break it down for you. You know where it's coming from?
No, where?
It's coming from the fact that you have titties. You have womanly breasts that are teardrops and that bugs you because we've talked about this. We both have body dysmorphia. We both have that. And you see my lady hips, and you see how I carry them. I'm not ashamed of my lady hips. I don't hide my lady hips. I wear them with pride. Yeah, I'll wear a skirt every now and then. Fuck that shit, because you know what? I got the hips for it. And you see me strutting around all proud like a peacock, showing off his plumage. And you hate that. You hate that because you're like, why can't I carry my man titties like he carries his lady hips? I hate that. I hate that, Imran.
I'm mainly really jealous of your explosive diarrhea bouts at 9 a.m. in the morning.
I didn't have much of a movement this morning, to be honest.
Are you backed up?
I don't know what it is. I started Blue Apron again, so I'm eating healthier now. So I'm getting a good diet of greens, so that should kind of get me back on track, if you know what I mean.
I wonder how KFC is going to stay in business.
See, I don't eat KFC all the time. It's just once a month kind of, all right, we're having a day, let's eat our feelings.
Translates 5 times a month. Am I wrong, Imran? Be honest. Roll organic. When you admit to 1 time a month, there's probably between 2 and 5 times a month where you break down and you go clucking over to the Colonel.
I can say with honesty that it's once a month. Now, I may order junk food from established restaurants or non fast food restaurants. That's another matter.
Where did you order the burger from at 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday night when we were meeting?
Mike's
Diner. Oh my God, you're blowing my mind. I used to order from Mike's all the time. It's the only place that delivers in Astoria that hour. That's somewhat decent food and a good burger. Good burger.
The burger's all right. I get it well done because I don't trust those sons of bitches back there.
Smart.
Tasties is pretty good.
Don't know Tasties.
Tasties might be new. I want to be more excited about this fact that we have a connection through Mike's Diner, but it's just not happening for me. Maybe if it was like Glenn Howard and used to order from there, that'd be pretty cool, but,
Everyone here at the Wiener Shake Show would like to take this moment to thank Hollow Spirit Studios for signing on to the Wiener Shake Show. We'd also like to thank Greg Wiener Productions, Inc. for that company's tireless, constant, and relentless devotion to the craft of talk radio. We would also like to thank all of those who have subscribed, rated, and reviewed. Without your support, we would be nowhere. And finally, to Zcast. Thank you. Thank you, Zcast. Thank you. This is the Wiener Shake Show on the Greg Wiener Podcasting Network.
What's up, man?
Hey, man.
Seriously, can you not do my thing? That's my greeting.
Copyrighted.
It is my thing. It is copyrighted.
No, it's not. Where?
Yes, it is.
Where?
The U.S. Patent Office.
Yeah, you spent, $1,300 to patent? Hey, man.
You owe me $2 every time you say that.
You owe me $2. Well, welcome back to the Wiener Shake Show. We got some listener feedback? Do we want to go over that real quick?
Yes, we did.
Do we want to go over all of it?
Thank you. Well, I want to address. We did get a text message before we get into your feedback. There, I'm just going to read it off. This is we got a text in from Lauder Dog. Lauder Dog says, Wiener Shaker here, first time, long time.
Nice.
I think that's a dig at Chinese people. Me love you long time or something. Wiener too rough on Shake for not editing the Paula tapes.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You made this up, obviously.
This is absolutely true. And also, the worst take in the history of podcasting is the idea that a man needs to get consent to jizz into a condom during sex. Other than that, love the show! ! This is from Lauder Dog. Thanks for writing in, man. Really appreciate it. I'm assuming you're a man.
Of course you appreciate it. He's a fucking Imran lackey. Lauder Dog. What kind of a fucking name is Lauder Dog? Where's he from?
Someone who really likes dogs. Where's he from? He did not say where he's from.
Is there an area code?
There is an area code, but I don't know if I want to reveal that.
Reveal it. You're not telling anything. Look, he fucking texted into the show with his antagonistic point of view to try and obviously stir the pot and get us going against each other again because he loves Animus, whoever Lauder Dog is. Hey, Lauder Dog. Suck it till it spits, okay? I think you're wrong, and I think you know you're wrong. And do me a favor, unsubscribe, okay, pal?
Great. This will encourage people to write in. Lauder Dog, the views expressed by Gleg Wiener are not the views of the Wiener Shake Show. I, for one, appreciate your writing in, period. And if you happen to agree with my legitimate viewpoints, that's great. And I appreciate that. And it just shows to me that you're a person, because you may be a woman, I don't know, a person of sense, rationality, logic, compassion, empathy, and that's something you should be proud of. And however, the making fun of Orientals with the first time, long time, I'm not a fan of. Greg is, because Greg's into that kind of stuff, but I'm not. But other than that, you have some good points. Greg was a little rough, which he has nothing to apologize for. I think it's okay to release your seed into someone while wearing a hat.
Without permission.
Without permission. It's implied consent. You're inside this person.
Wait a minute.
Obviously,
Wait a minute. You just dropped implied consent.
Okay, here we go.
Implied consent?
Saddle up. Here we go. All right. Yeah, I said that. What do you got? You got a problem with that? I'm physically, my member is inside your hole. I'm inside you right now.
And where do you think that it is implied that it is okay for you to stay in that hole when you drop potential diseased seed into another human being that could seep out? Or a condom could explode from the force of your violent gasm, which it's, of course, yours is filled. Everything you do is filled with violence. It's in your DNA. Your people are a violent breed. So, of course, your seed shooting is going to be violent in some way as well. Seriously, though, implied consent?
If we go by that logic, does that mean you only spit out 2 or 3 sperm because your balls are so cheap with the sperm? It's just let's just let out 2 of the bad ones. Not the good ones. Let's keep the good ones for now. Maybe later on we'll let out a couple of the real swimmers. Let's let out the bench squad for now. Listen, implied consent, what I'm talking about, you know that I'm wearing a condom. Okay, and if the condom fails, that's on the condom, not me, because you're okay with letting that condomed member inside you. And you know what's going to happen. Is that I'm going to achieve completion, and that will result in spunkage. And you know that the spunkage will be contained by the condom. And again, if the condom fails and releases spunkage,
you don't know that it's going to be contained.
We know that there are risks, and because if you see me putting on a Jimmy hat and you object to the fact that, there's unacceptable levels of risk involved with putting on a Jimmy hat, then you should say, you know what? Let's not put on the Jimmy hat. Let's not engage in intercourse because I don't want the risk of getting knocked up by you.
Okay.
You freakishly handsome, virile man.
Right. I'm sure that's what she's saying.
It's implied.
So you're telling me,
just like the consent,
that you're not going to have a second thought about this implied consent theory next time you go into a girl for coitus?
Oh, I'm never going to be able to have sex with a woman again after this show. It's sex has been ruined for me for a lifetime. So, if there's anything if we want to talk about what success certain media have on people, it's how they affect their lives. I can say that this show is successful because it has successfully ruined my sex life.
Poor baby. I doubt the podcast had anything to do with ruining your sex life, and maybe it's your own self-sabotaging ways in the girl department.
The fact that now I'm going to be thinking about, oh man, am I raping this girl right now? That's just not what you want to be. That's not where you want. Right. That's not where normal people should have their headspace.
Let me walk back the R word. One, I really don't want to talk about. I don't like talking about rape, honestly, and okay. I didn't really mean it's rapey, and I even said that back in episode 10. I don't think it's rape, but I do think it's consideration, and that's something narcissistic beta males like you completely avoid, because this is your one chance to feel like an alpha and take the woman and plant your seed in the condom inside and have that control and that power that you lack in every other fucking aspect of your beta lives.
I don't seek power when I'm making love to a woman. I don't even like to use the F word.
Fuck, no, that's true.
I refer to it as love making. If she says, oh, F me, I'm all on board with that.
Yeah,
I won't.
Good. I'm glad you're enjoying this. Yeah. Oh, I'm going full force right now. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, listen to the gurgle you had going to. Oh, yeah.
Chicks dig that, man.
Yeah?
I
Chicks
love
dig
my
the
mommy.
What?
I love my mommy. I love my mommy. Son of a bitch.
I love it. Hey, you can go get yourself a soundboard too, buddy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's just going to be 5-minute long tirades of you.
We'll just be dueling soundboard drops. Fucking shit show.
You said you had an update with Tom Hanks, and I think... Well, actually, I have an update for Violent... whose update should we do first?
Let's do yours, because I have a feeling there's not much to update us on.
See, why you got... See, that's rude. I mean, you're already setting me up to fail.
No, I'm not, Imran. Please.
Welcome back to another update on the ongoing saga of myself and the violin girl. I have an update for everyone listening out there. I am still not her friend on Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook.
All right, and that is that. Nothing.
I mean, it's a development.
The development is that it's another episode of no development. We didn't even touch on this in 18.
No, it's a development that the status quo is being maintained by her, in that she is still trying to figure out how to process her feelings of love for me. And she is just waiting for the right time, because she knows that, I'm a man about town, and maybe I'm seeing someone, maybe I'm not, and she just doesn't want to be awkward about it. She's gathering courage up.
That's what all the girls say is, Imran Sheikh, that man about town. Yeah.
Swinging, daddy-o.
What's your middle name?
I refuse to say my middle name. Actually, I technically don't have a middle name, because
in
the Hindu culture Bible,
right,
you take on your daddy's name.
I would think it would be some kind of war cry.
What's your middle name there, Greg Bogo? Greg Bogo Wiener?
Why can't you just not go there?
Go where?
Attacking the Jews. Like, let me just attack your people.
Back up.
Let me attack your people once without you making a bargain bin joke.
Listen, no one's attacking your people. We all know how you feel about that. I mean, you're still clutching your pearls at Pharaoh. That was what, like 4,000 years ago? 6,000 years ago?
It was a while ago. I should
you
let
built
that
the pyramids. You should be proud of that.
Yeah, I don't know what the big mystery is. Why everyone's, where did the pyramids come from? Hello, the fucking Jews built it.
Actually, it's a form of reverse racism. Did you know that? Because what it does is it implies that people who are not of Western culture are stupid and imbeciles, and therefore could not have completed gargantuan architectural projects that require skill, society, cultural advancement on their own, and they needed outside help from aliens or some mysterious force. It's actually a kind of xenophobia.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. Reverse racism. Isn't it just
Maybe
racism?
Yeah, it's not reverse racism. You're right.
Can you just admit right now that you were trying to sound smarter than you are?
No, I'm not trying to sound like anything. I'm pointing out a fact that was pointed out to me. I forget where, maybe a podcast actually, but it's actually kind of insulting to ancient peoples to say that, oh, there must have been aliens doing that. They couldn't have done that themselves. And it's kind of a diminutive. It's kind of belittling of non-Western cultural advancements and achievements. Did you know the Genghis Khan is considered to be the greatest ruler who ever lived? But we have all been taught that it was Alexander the Great because he was Western culture, Western society.
Welcome to Imran Sheikh's boring history lesson on the Wiener Sheikh Show.
I told you, day one, I'm an educator. I love my mommy.
Oh,
These are cool.
I'm getting wet down there.
What is that, Katharine Hepburn?
I don't know. This is you.
Oh, I'm getting wet down there.
I don't even remember. I remember all of them. I don't remember that one.
Do you remember this?
You're popping J's while she's BJing you?
One of the most uncoolest moments of Imran's short but illustrious podcasting career. You're popping J's while she's BJing you? No, Imran, no one's popping a J.
You mentioned how, see, this is like, that clip, I have to say, is pretty funny. And it's a lot like my feelings towards the woman saying no, the N-word, because there's so much compact into such a short phrase. There's naivete, there's wonderment, as you've said before in previous episode. And there's just awe, but there's also this innocence, and there's just misnaming of
it's like what? It's literally 3 seconds, and all of those attributes are in there. It's a miracle. And that's part of your charm. Dare I say, and also I want to double back onto 18. I'm going to walk back the walk back of the walk back. And let me say that I was singing your praises to the HSS gang, Hollywood, god damn it, they're going to fucking kill us. Hollow Spirit Studios. And then I was talking about you at a party and just saying how funny you are, and I think I've even told you that this podcast would not exist or be as entertaining if you were not a part of it.
And they go, Imran Sheikh, isn't he a man about town?
Yeah, totally.
A real swinging daddy-o?
No, they fall asleep before I get through the second half of your name because they're already bored by how bland it is. No, actually, I've never met an Imran.
Are you making fun? Are you Greg Wiener making fun of my name?
No, I'm saying
happened?
No, I'm saying I've never met an Imran.
I know like 9 Imrans.
Well, of course you do. I'm sure there's a gaggle of them at every mosque in town. Right?
Yeah, we have our own section. We're cordoned off. It's
you're
like there's a men's section, a women's section.
You're not cordoned off. You're cordoned off.
It's cordoned.
No, it's definitely not. Your syntax is fucked up again.
No, if you want to pronounce it right, you say cordon.
No,
it's French.
You don't.
Cordon off. If you want to pronounce things wrong, then go ahead and pronounce it cordon.
Do you think you sound good when you speak French?
I sound real good. My accent's not fucking amazing, but it's pretty good. I said bonsoir to some French ladies, and I said bonsoir, and I said it so well.
Yeah.
And they didn't even skip a beat. They responded to me as if though I was fluent, and they were like bonsoir, bonsoir, monsieur, and I was like, I immediately ran out of skin, if you know what I mean.
I'm sure they clutched their purses and thought you could have possibly been,
Go on. Bin what?
Come on. Bin Laden,
I do resemble him quite a bit.
He's a good-looking guy, wasn't he? I mean, you lose that beard and the dialysis machine, and that guy is fucking slaying all kinds of fucking Saudi Arabian tail.
6'4", and Arab men aren't known for small penises, so he's rocking a unit.
Oh, really? I didn't know this. Are Arabian men hung like their camel counterparts?
No, I think they're known for being average, to be honest. It's the Orientals you got to watch out for. Or not those watch guys, out for, if you know what I mean. Yak yak.
Those guys, the Orientals, are typically hung like babies.
Micro dicks.
Yeah.
Why is that? Do they not value penises in their culture?
I don't know. I don't think you get to choose the stereotypical dick size of your culture.
In high school, we knew this one kid. He was valedictorian of our class. I don't want to say his real name. Let's call him Mickey Spillane. And Mickey Spillane is a Cuban. Yeah, he's Cuban. And
yeah, it's a very Cuban-sounding name, Mickey Spillane.
And he would constantly go on about research into African-American penis size. And he claimed to be straight, and he married a woman. This guy, by the way, you want to talk about brain trusts. He got his MDA and MBA simultaneously from Harvard.
So and what? I don't care.
And he
so jealous. Ooh, good for you. 2 degrees from Harvard. He's
making like $1 million right now.
That's right great, now, Imran. Right now. I don't want to hear about somebody who's doing better at life than me right now. Okay?
Fair. Anyway, wait till you hear about this, then you won't feel so bad. This is my way of getting over on him. he would talk about research that he was doing. Now, he was not affiliated with any research organization. He was just doing this quote unquote research on his own, where he would always bring up African American penis size. And one of his theories was that the reason why African American men are so well hung is because of the slave trade. And they would Africans, I should say, were treated like animals, cruelly and barbarically, as is the case in any kind of slave trade. And so penis size was considered to be a sign of virility and power and strength. And so they would buy, this is so horrible to say, they would buy them more than others and bring them over.
Big-dicked Africans?
You said it, not me.
Okay, well, I just want to be clear for our listeners. Well-hung African slaves were bought before mid-sized hung African slaves. And
they were bred, again, because they were treated as non-humans, which is horrible. And they were bred, and that propagated the genetic thing of them being well hung. Whereas, and then he would be like, if you look at penis size in Africa itself, it's average. It's not anything crazy. Now, he would also be the type of guy, but this was high school, an all-boys school, so we would make lewd jokes all the time.
Would he drool while he would talk about the big dicks? Would you see saliva come out of the side of his mouth?
Yeah, there would be a little spittle. We always figured that was because he was like such a brain. But then he would also mysteriously get, itches in his crotch whenever he talk about it. And then he would also always like awkwardly do like homoerotic jokes. Like we were an all boys school, so we would be very lewd and say some normal. Stupid.
Yeah,
right. But he would be like, "Man, dicks, huh? How creepy are dicks, guys? You guys ever see a dick? Oh, dicks are gross. I love vaginas. Pussies are nice."
No, he wouldn't be that heavy-handed.
I'm not even. He would say shit like that.
Swear on the Quran.
I'm not going to swear on the Quran because I'm not quoting him exactly, but that's what he would say things like that. He would be like, we would be talking about like, we would see a girl walk by and our catchphrase was at that point was nice ass. So we'd be like, nice ass.
Wow.
And then to ourselves. And then he would be like, yeah, I bet her pussy is hot. Or like, I bet her pussy is really nice and moist. And we'd be like, come on, Mickey Spillane, calm down. We also had a rating system. It was called, what was it? Oh, we would call it, if a girl was not attractive, we would say she was PB class.
PB class?
Paper bag class. So fucked up. Jesus
wow. Christ. You want me to cut that out or you want me to leave that in? Do you want to expose how classless and misogynistic you are?
It shows how much I've changed, ladies. I don't think that way, nor do I rate women like that publicly anymore.
No, you do it on your phone with Tinder, and you kind of are. You did. I'm not sure if it was the beginning of this episode, but you did go on about women and hairy armpits.
Oh, it's disgusting.
In a very aggressive manner, as if you're entitled to only look at, and that you're entitled that all women on earth should be shaven to please you.
I am.
Sultan of camels.
Sultan, yeah. But seriously, why would you not shave your pits? I'm not saying, like, be hair-free, but I'm saying shave your fucking pits. It's gross.
Listen, I'm with you. I mean, you're going to end up stinking, but I think some girls are, they like to do that for whatever reason.
Why?
It's a show of independence. Some women have been held back and put down by men, and sometimes they don't have, You
know what, then? Go all the way. Go all the way. Let your chin hair grow out. Let your nose hair grow out, too.
You're insensitive to the plight of women.
No, I love women. I love their figures.
Just keep it trim. You don't want any hair anywhere that you can see.
I don't know how I feel about Bush. I'm not asking for a bald eagle there, but I've never encountered full Bush, so I can't say if I'm a fan or not.
Thanks for tuning in. The Wiener Shake Show is brought to you by Hollow Spirit Studios and Greg Wiener Productions. I am the executive producer of this show. Imran is nothing but a co-host, and legally has no right to anything on this show. We would love for you to rate, review, subscribe, and share. please feel free to call us at 302-RAW-DONG, RAWDONG. That's 729-3664. Yes, 302-769-2597. That's the wrong number.
That number, once again, is 302-729-3664.
All right, that's the podcast.
Show. We're a show, goddammit. We're not a podcast.
All right, well, that's the show. Thanks. This is episode 19.
Dang.
We'll see you for a special episode 20. What will we do for that show?
I don't know.
Retrospective or no? We're saving that for 25 in the Imran only show.
I was gonna say,
25.
We've got a special treat, which Greg let the cat out of the bag on that one. Way to spoil that surprise, Greg. Broadcasting 101. No, 20. I don't know. I mean, to be honest with you, I really got to yank out a load right now. I can't really think about anything else but that.
All right, bye, bitches.
Bye.
Bye.
This is a production of Greg Wiener Productions, Inc. and Hollow Spirit Studios.
To get in touch with Hollow Spirit Studios, go to their website, hollowspiritstudios.com. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share. And to reach out to Greg Wiener or Imran Sheikh, feel free to message us at The Wiener Sheikh Show on our Facebook page. Or call 302-RAW-DONG. That's 302-729-3664. Thank you again for listening to The Wiener Sheikh Show. I'm Oprah Wiener.